When I think about relationships, particularly ones around romance and sexuality and intimacy, I've come to think of it in 3 different ways: before, during, and after. We're going to focus on before. And why we're going to put some special attention on before is because the during experience will be very much impacted by the decisions I make as I'm meeting someone. So when I'm talking about before, I'm talking about the first time I lay eyes on someone. During, I'm going to specifically talk about sexual activity. And then after are my memories. Not enough attention is put on after. That the quality of an experience has a lot to do with how I think about it later, how I reflect on it, the stories I tell about it, how it sits in my heart. This is my picker. It helps me select partners. But my goal in talking about the first parts of a relationship is to improve the strength of everyone's picker. And in terms of gender, if I use he or she, or if anybody else shares a story about their own orientation or style and their own gender identity, and just translate it in your own mind so that their stories can be relevant for you. 4 sexual approaches. The first one is the friendly lover. This is a potential partner who's interested in knowing you after the sex act. This is somebody who might want to be a study buddy, a friends with benefits. Let's continue on to the second sexual approach, which is the conqueror. The conqueror is somebody who uses strategy and winning as their main focus of attention. The conqueror, in my definition, is somebody who's willing to lie, possibly lie or cheat in order to win. The secret griever is the one who is trying to heal emotional, psychological issues, often around abandonment, through romance and sexuality. And the reason that I call it a secret griever is because often it's a secret even to themselves. If you want to avoid being with a secret griever and that level of drama, my tough suggestion is to delay intimacies. This is one that's rare. This is somebody who wants to have sexual experiences. They have a lot of curiosity. They maybe have an appetite for learning and trying new stuff, as the word suggests. But they're transparent about it. You might refer to them as a sex geek. I'd like to give everyone a tool, the safer sex elevator speech. Having the courage to ask the tough questions before sex tells you so much about the person you are about to hook up with. At the time in my personal development and my emotional development, when I would feel lonely, that would be a signal to me that I should hook up. My definition of consent is an ongoing yes through a sexual experience, the ongoing thumbs up, the ongoing green light. So here are 5 qualities of a consensual sexual experience. Freely given means it's not coerced or pressured. Reversible means I can change my mind at any time. Enthusiastic is one of my favorites because this is the one that's welcoming not just consent, but good sex. I really like the idea of checking in regularly, not just to make sure you're not breaking the law, but also to make adjustments so it continues to be fun. So affirmative consent is this idea of using your words to make sure that the yes is ongoing. You've heard of fight or flight, of course, and have you also heard of freeze, where so many people, when they're uncomfortable, will just not say anything, which has been confusing for a lot of people who are accused of rape. So I'm going to share with you one technique that's particularly good if you don't know somebody well, and particularly good in my opinion for a lot of physical interactions, which I call the ask and wait method. If I want to touch somebody, I ask for permission and I keep my body language neutral. So rather than saying, can I give you a hug? I actually keep my body language neutral and say, may I give you a hug, or can I give you a hug? And let them, without the pressure of my physical gesture, decide if they want that or if they don't. When I ask you for your hug, would you please say no thanks? And then I am going to be cool about it. And then you will applaud. May I give you a hug?
No, thank you.
Okay. Please applaud me. Okay, you're going to ask now. And then I'm going to say no thanks. You're going to be cool, and we will applaud.
Can I give you a hug?
Thanks for asking, no thanks.
Okay, no problem.
That's it. Thank you so much. Many people, and I think there are many students who will agree, they have never been given the chance to practice saying no thanks. And many people have never been given the practice to be cool about somebody saying no. There's change in the air, there's change happening in the culture. I think it's an exciting time to be alive.